Roger and Rafa together for the first time. There is Sam Querrey and Jack Sock. They've had a history playing doubles together. They've had success playing doubles together. So they have some chemistry there. Roger and Rafa, they are used to playing on opposite sides of the court. When they toss the coin, they say, which side do you want? They normally say the other one. Now they got to pick, well, do I want forehand or backhand?
And now, welcome also the players to the O2 Arena, starting with Team World. Here are Sam Querrey and Jack Sock. And for the first time in history, only in Laver Cup possible, two rivals in one team and in one doubles. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal.
That is just so cool.
I'm an old guy, Steve. I don't get goosebumps much, but I tell you what, to see those standing in the hallway together, coming out as a team, and then getting to give Captain Bjorn Borg a high five, that's pretty cool. This is one of those things that, nice feeling.
Tennis history. You got 19 Grand Slams on one side. You got 16 Grand Slams on the other. The most French Opens of all time, the most Wimbledons of all time. They've played some of the greatest matches that we have ever seen. 2008 Wimbledon. How about this year at the Australian Open? And now, teammates.
Get Klaus to come for some photos, and then I'll get you to do the coin toss. Okay?
And,
Thank you.
and a wind tour out on there.
Roger's good friend.
Guest, yeah.
The editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine.
Important we keep everybody happy. Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting to see how these guys combine together, Steve. Like we talked about earlier in the pre-game show, Rafa and Roger, two huge champions.
Do the coin toss for
Who's
us?
passive? Who leads?
Anna, I've got the Australian coin. Would you like to?
So Anna's going to do the coin toss. She's
tails?
called herself not a fan of Roger, but a groupie. She's followed him for a long time.
Heads, okay. And heads it is, guys. Receive. Okay. Thank you.
Choosing to receive, Roger and Rafa, as they both race to the baseline.
It's time also to introduce you to a chair empire of this very special Laver Cup match. From Australia, please welcome John Blum.
These guys were working in the locker room before the match with their captain, talking strategy. Here's what they had to say.
I don't know, what do you think, which side we should play on? Because I like when the lefty plays on the outside.
Yes, that's.
You too?
Yeah, I like that too.
I just think.
I think maybe that's.
He changes up from yesterday. He's played both
But
before.
you can play both sides.
Yeah,
So-
I play
me
both sides.
too, but-
I don't care. I don't care. I'm a little bit more used to playing the deuce, but I feel that we can play well from that side too. So let's try.
Yeah,
and
let's try.
if you are okay to play in the deuce, for me, it's
Yeah, I played more on the deuce in my career.
so.
But on fast courts, I've also played on the ad, so that's why I'm okay playing there. But
No, the only thing is we need to cover a little bit the middle
Yeah.
with our backhands. The only thing we need to be sure is where in the middle balls we need to call quick who is going.
yeah, not that we both hit each other and we start dancing.
Not big injury.
no injuries, no, absolutely. So yeah, no, I think that's good. And then when you're serving, when you're returning, do you prefer to come back or if you have
When
to
you're
come
in
back?
returning, I prefer you are in the back. I feel more comfortable because I feel that when you are back, I can hit both sides. Now, if I hit a normal ball to the net guy, then they need to hit a great ball to finish the point.
Right.
So, when you are serving, what you want to do? We are changing or
Yeah, no,
you want me on the back?
we can play with feel. We can
Yeah.
see how I'm returning, we see how they're serving, we see how you feel also at the net. For me, both work perfectly
Okay,
fine.
we start-
I think we should just use also quite a lot of eye formation.
Yeah, for me it's important that we don't we stay back from return and we don't stay back together. You know,
Right.
And 3 shots, they hit 3 shots, and we are both in the back.
Eventually, so one of us
So
is going to go to the
someone
net.
has to go to the
Yeah,
net.
no, we have
Or
to go
both.
win the point up there also
Yeah,
sometimes.
because if not, they hit strong and going to be tough. They have full court. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Pressure.
And then eye formation, I think, is good. You did that
It's easy.
well
I did
yesterday, yeah?
For me, it's important because need to be a little bit unpredictable.
That's fascinating.
Pretty cool. I mean, interesting the debate about do you want the forehands in the middle or you want the backhands in the middle?
Bjorn, hi there. The scoreline's not quite so comfortable at the moment, is it? But you've seen many, many things in your career, but did you ever think you'd see the world number 2 and world number 1 play together in doubles?
No, I'm just happy to be here to see these 2 guys play together. I mean, it's the first time, and I mean, this is a special moment in the tennis history that these 2 guys play together, so we just have to enjoy it.
Would you have ever imagined playing with Jimmy Connors or John McEnroe back in the 80s?
No.
You've been around these guys, I mean, you know them very well, but you've been around them a lot this week. What is it that makes their chemistry, their friendship, because they are genuine friends as well, what is it about their personalities that really makes them gel?
Well, they're down to earth. I mean, they're one, you know, probably the 2 greatest players with Rod Laver in the tennis of the history of tennis. But they're such a nice persons. I mean, they're really nice persons, and that's why, especially Team Europe now, you know, this week we've been having such a good time together, knowing each other and spending a lot of time together. So, but these 2 people are very, very special.
Well, Bjorn, they've got 35 Grand Slams titles between them. Can you just put your feet up now for the next hour or so?
Well, just wait and see. I hope they're going to win this match for Team Europe.
Bjorn, we wish you well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to get those words from Captain Bjorn Borg, and I think he's just like everybody else, just a bit of a fan. Looking forward to seeing Federer and Nadal team for the first time. And we'll see how Team World comes out. I imagine they're going to come out free swinging, Steve, feeling actually less pressure, less expectation. Should be fun for them. Sock with the big forehands and big serving from both he and Sam Querrey. So going to be an interesting dynamic.
And no matter what, 2 victories needed for the Europeans tomorrow in order to wrap up the Laver Cup now that it's 7-3. Even if they get to 9, it's first to 13. 3 points available for every match tomorrow, so they would need to win 2 matches. As Roger and Rafa, are you surprised by the fact that they went forehands on both sides? So Rafa on the outside and Roger on the deuce?
Well, traditionally, I know I like that. I like those huge forehands out on the wings, as that means the second ball's most likely going to be a forehand. I know Rafa's very comfortable in that deuce side returning, but look, these guys are great players. I think they could probably play competently from either side. Be very interesting to see how Sock and Querrey volley, where their direction is going to be. Look for a lot of balls up the middle. Every neutral volley from Querrey and Sock will be up the middle to both of these guys. Backhands would be my advice.
Tried to get over there. Really, the X factor of this match could be Jack Sock. His double skills, some of the best in the world. And a quick start for the world team.
14.
Found it interesting to hear what Roger and Rafa had to say about when they're returning, whether they'll both be back.
Game work.
And a hold it love for Querrey and Sock. Both losing earlier today in singles play against Federer and Nadal, respectively. But this is a totally different situation.